Hey ha, hey ha, hey ha, hey, hey ha, hey ha, hey ha.
The blanket of snow here gives the false illusion of a peaceful place.
Hey ha, yo, hey, oh, ha.
But in the air, there's an impenetrable sadness that looms throughout the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in southwestern South Dakota.
Hey ha, hey ha, hey.
You may be depressed, you may have some issues in life.
It's even talked about over the local airwaves on Keeley Radio.
Some of you listen to me to find comfort.
He just had a good smile.
No thicker is this sadness than at the home of Pansy Weaselbear, where the family of a 16-year-old boy is still in shock.
He usually comes over in the morning to wake me up.
But on the morning of December 3rd, Victor Kill's enemy woke up on his own, walked over to his uncle's trailer, and found his brother hanging from the ceiling by a long-sleeve T-shirt.
He was already gone. He was gone. We couldn't do nothing.
That feeling of helplessness shrouded in questions about why a young man who did well in school and even played on the basketball team would take his own life.
We loved him, and we know he loved us. There was no reason why to do it, but he did what he did.
It's still going through my mind.
Have you come up with any answers?
Nope. I didn't come up with no answer for that one. Not yet.
On Pine Ridge, they wear their pain not only on their faces, but on their bodies as well.
Well, my first time trying, I was 14. It's because I lost one of my friends. I lost my first friend to suicide.
Kelsey Richards says just about everyone she knows has thought about suicide at least once. Many of her friends have tried, and some have succeeded.
And just this past year, me and my sisters, we lost three people to suicide.
Most teenagers have similar stories.
Kids are depressed of how they live and stuff. I think it is just because of the poverty and the sadness, despair, hopelessness of the reservation.
80% of people here are unemployed, and most live in rundown trailers like this. Very few are able to look ahead to the future.
They committed suicide because they thought, well, this is my life. This is where I'm going to end up. That's all we have.
Eileen Janice helps run the Sweetgrass Project, a suicide prevention group that targets troubled teens on the reservation. And she's got her work cut out for her. In 2008, 7 young people between the ages of 15 and 24 committed suicide. But there were also 420 suicide attempts. That means that every day, more than one young person saw no reason to live.
But a lot of the stories we hear from the young people are so sad, it breaks our hearts. And we really try to give them hope.
But hope is still hard to come by. On Pine Ridge, suicide among young people is the second leading cause of death. It comes only after death resulting from drunk driving accidents. And along the main street that runs through the reservation, these signs that ask, why die? The roadside reminders of an eerie truth. And those signs are everywhere.
Our children are crying for help. And it seems like nobody's listening to them.
Tribe President Teresa Tubal says in addition to poverty, alcoholism is a major factor. Even though Pine Ridge is a dry reservation, it's easy to come by. Joshua's family said he was drunk when he called his mother just hours before hanging himself to tell her he'd see her in heaven.
My message to other children is don't do it by breaking our hearts like he did.
A trail of tears and broken hearts with no end in sight.
I was thinking you should have still been here with me. That's all I think. Should have still been here, but he's not.